This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
NCD Catholics hold major Thanksgiving Mass. Lack of regular health checks concerning. And opposition concerned with law and order situation in PNG.
A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. Catholic faithfuls in NCD gathered in large numbers today at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium for an historic Thanksgiving Mass and expo to commemorate the canonization of Saint Peter Torot, the first saint of Papua New Guinea and the Pacific.
His Eminence, Cardinal John Ribat, described the occasion as a milestone achievement not only for Catholic but for Papua New Guinea and the Pacific region.
The Church in Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands are already recognized by the Universal Church, blessing us with a cardinal in 2016, and recently on 19th October 2025, Saint Peter Torot. We are truly blessed. There are many reasons for us to celebrate and to give thanks to God, the Almighty, for the many blessings.
According to 2024 statistics, Catholic Church in Papua New Guinea has a population of over 2 million Catholic Christians.
2,474,855 members of the Catholic Church in Papua New Guinea, which is approximately 1/4 of the population.
Cardinal Ribat encouraged the Catholic believers to look to Saint Peter Torot as a model of faith and devotion. In his remarks, NCD Governor Powes Pakop thanked the Catholic Mission's contribution to Papua New Guinea, particularly in the fields of health and education.
Spreading the gospel, but at the same time providing much needed service to our people in the area of health and education in particular. This is a great testimony and great story of the Catholic Church, and we must give thanks and acknowledgement.
This celebration started with Thanksgiving Mass, choir competition, and concluded with an exhibition. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, as part of the celebration of Saint Peter Torot's canonization, an exhibition was carried out to highlight the services and contributions of Catholic Church in Papua New Guinea.
Organizers said the expo is part of celebrating the achievements of Catholic institutions while honoring the legacy of Saint Peter Torot. Divine Red University Port Moresby campus also took part in the exhibition. Assistant Registrar Jemima Ayo said it is a rare opportunity to be part of the event.
This year we not only celebrated PNG's 50th anniversary, but we were also proud to have one of our very own Papua New Guineans who was canonized recently, Saint Peter Torot. So being part of this occasion is a proud moment for the university as well, joining together with the Catholic Church.
Another representative from the institution, Shepherd Kia, also shared that DW is a Catholic university contributing to the human development of this country.
That is in line with the Thanksgiving program that is hosted today for our blessed Saint Peter Torot. We are trying to show that the Catholic institutions do exist in the country, and Divine Word is part of those Catholic university and institution that is contributing towards the human development of our country. So our main purpose is to come here and participate in this Thanksgiving, as well as exposing Divine Word in the different programs that we offered in Port Moresby as well as Medan, Vivek and Rabaul. Yeah.
The expo provided a platform for Catholic churches and institutions to showcase their history and contribution to education, health and community development of Papua New Guinea. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church organized a free health checkup program at Bomana today, which saw volunteer medical professionals offer a variety of services to the people in the community.
Seventh-day Adventist Church has been running free health checkups through local churches' initiative over the years. This morning, the SDA Church in Bomana organized a checkup program at Kerapia Barracks Field in Bomana. Team leader and surgeon Dr. Tony Hiller said the community understood the importance of such program and the turnout was good.
Today we decided to bring it out to the general public. At times we tend to see that some of the patients are not able to come to the clinic and to reach us at the clinic. And so we see with these opportunities, we are at least coming to where they are and to help them basically to know the importance of health. And where we can be able to help them, we help them. And then we refer them to the clinic so they receive treatment. In fact, we are having, this is a lead-up event to 1 week evangelistic program that we are organizing.
Dr. Hill further highlighted the specific area of checkups, which includes blood pressure, blood sugar, body mass index assessment, basic health consultation, amongst others.
The checkup, medical checkup, basically is in two categories. One is the dental checkup and basic medical checkup. So we have different stations, you can see. First station, we taking them through vitals, blood pressure, height, weight, calculate the BMI, and then we get the sugar checkup, and then we take them through the other tent. We have a tent established for medical and dental.
He concluded that SDA Free Health Checkup is an ongoing program around the country and members of communities should take part in doing checkups. Pakatamboa National MTV News.
Meanwhile, Dr. Tony Hiller said many Papua New Guineans do not go for medical checkups, mostly due to ignorance, and that is a concern.
Dr. Tony Hiller, who is also a volunteer who runs free medical checkups for Seventh-day Adventist Church in Bomana, highlighted that people's ignorance is one of the main factors that prevents them from doing random medical checks. He said medical checks are important because they can detect diseases early before symptoms appear, which significantly increases the chances of successful treatment.
Ignorance, as I was talking, I did a bit of awareness to them this morning. We Papua New Guineans, we don't treat health as important. We want to stay until when you are sick, and even sometimes you get sick, but you don't come to the hospital until you get worse. Like you are having pains, maybe you start to see pains or experience pains. Like that, you come to the clinic. So that's our problem. So ignorance, yes, is one of them.
According to recent reports, ignorance in PNG is driven by a lack of awareness, leading people to neglect simple preventative actions like regular medical checkups, proper diet and exercise, which are vital for early detection and management of conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure and various cancers. Dr. Hiller further highlighted the lack of resources and how costly it is for some people to have access to services like basic health checkup.
Cost factor is definitely another problem. And some other factors like you come to the clinic and then, we have limited resources, and so you want.
He concluded that more awareness programs to educate the public about healthy lifestyle and importance of regular checkups is needed in communities. Pakatamboa National MTV News.
In the recent consultation workshop on disaster and emergency response staged in Port Moresby, the National Disaster Centre is aiming to put together a collective report that will assist establishing a National Emergency Management Authority policy and an Act of Parliament.
It was revealed last week when the review team sat with the relevant authorities on their discussions into providing legal framework and response strategies to occurring disasters in Papua New Guinea. The acting director of National Disaster Center, Lasso Mana, gave a brief on this during the review meeting.
Consultation will be considered into the national report that will guide the drafting of the new proposed NIMA policy and act. The bill will redefine how we prepare for coordinate and response to disasters, building a coherent, accountable, and well-resourced system for the future.
Acting Director Mana further says this process aligns with the government medium-term development plan 4
and the National Disaster Risk Reduction Framework. Together, these frameworks forms the backbone of the vision for safe, sustainable, and resilient communities in PNG.
Partners like Australia, New Zealand, and United States were also part of the consultation workshop.
Acknowledge and thank our partners, Australia, New Zealand, and USA, and shape a forward-looking legal framework that truly empowers our provincial systems and strengthen national resilience.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
You're watching National EMTV News. We'll be back with more local stories after the break.
Chicken kebab saja lah. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Papua New Guinea is currently facing a polio outbreak. Polio is a very dangerous disease that causes lifelong paralysis, even death. All children under 10 years of age are at high risk. To protect our children, the government of Papua New Guinea is conducting a nationwide polio immunization campaign for all children under 10. This campaign will run from the 13th to the 31st of October in health facilities, schools, or through health teams visiting your community. If you have a child, grandchild, or sibling under 10, it is very important you get them immunized during this campaign, even if they have received polio immunization previously. Immunization is safe, free, and effective.
Please protect me from polio.
Eligible children will also receive vitamin A, deworming tablets, and routine immunization during this campaign. This message is brought to you by the National Department of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and all our partners.
latest we're hearing now is most likely first quarter of next year, and for businesses here in the nation's capital, the development of the Papua LNG will give a tremendous boost.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the Port Moresby Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Cocoa farmers and coffee farmers have had basically a bonanza year this year, and that's brought in a lot of foreign exchange. Those products are sold in US dollars.
That's on Monday night. You're watching National MTV News. The opposition leader, Douglas Tumuriesa, is calling on the government to clarify on how they are intending towards creating 1 million jobs for Papua New Guinea in 2027.
Mr. Tumuriesa made his call in a recent media conference to address some of the main issues that are affecting the country, one of which is the unemployment.
Prime Minister and his ministers who are responsible for employment have to come out and tell us in this budget session, coming November budget session, how can they achieve that 1 million target that they've spoken about.
He says unemployment in the country is one of the main problems of all the many other issues that are affecting people, including law and order.
But at the same time, you have to create employment somewhere so that our people get employed. Otherwise, the burden will be shifted back to government to make sure that school fees are paid, to make certain that when you go to the hospital, the medicine is free, the services are free.
Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
Meanwhile, the opposition leader, Douglas Tumuriesa, has raised serious concerns over the growing law and order issues across Papua New Guinea.
Speaking at a press conference recently, Tumuriesa said the situation is not only worsening in towns and cities, but has also spread to rural communities and along major highways.
I made this call on the floor of Parliament, and I'll make this call again here. I think we have 3 disciplinary forces in our country. Our man lookout team, our CIS, humiliate more because they have big responsibility to make certain that our calaboose line stop inside law, our prisons. That's all our police can carry out their responsibility. However, also police need to be funded adequately.
He said the government must take immediate steps to strengthen police presence, improve law enforcement capacity, and ensure better coordination among security agencies.
And then after we pass budgets, they go out there and prioritize other sectors, and they forget about main sectors like health, law and order, education. And we keep on talking about these issues, these agendas, and we keep on discussing them. When can somebody wake up to himself and fix up these issues? We are a small country. We are a rich country. We have everything that other countries don't have.
Tumuriesa stressed that without proper management and utilization of funds to address law and order, the country's social and economic development will continue to be affected.
I'm so concerned that we borrow too much money for these sectors, yet we cannot deliver these budgets to our people. Papua New Guinea is not a poor country. Papua New Guinea has got everything that other countries don't have. We are one of the richest countries in the world, yet we are about to be grey listed.
Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
Shortage of drugs at Engau Memorial General Hospital in Lae is not only a problem for the province, but a nationwide issue. Engau Chief Executive Officer and Head of the Morobe Provincial Health Authority, Dr. Kapas Binga, said drug shortage is a recurring issue.
Dr. Binga says when the issue of drug shortage first arose, the drug committee responded promptly to secure the necessary supplies. However, there was no drug transit medical store available to handle the packaging and distribution of the medical supplies. He says this has been one of the major challenges faced by the Provincial Health Department. Dr. Binga added that It was fortunate the Morobe Provincial Health Authority, in collaboration with the District Development Authority and the Morobe Provincial Government, subsidized some of the drug supplies when the department went short of the emergency medicines. This support helped ease the situation earlier this year. However, he says the issue of drug shortage continues to persist. Dr. Binga confirmed that the main challenge now is the lack of central drug storage facility. He announced that Engau Memorial Hospital will open its new drugstore unit next month to help address this issue. The new storage facility will have 2 warehouses to accommodate drug procurement and supply for the districts, which will collect their allocations from the area medical store. Charlie Dumawi, National EMTV News.
The 10th South Pacific Defense Ministers meeting this year eventuated in Vina del Mar in Chile from the 22nd to the 24th of October.
Defense ministers came from Australia, Chile, France, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and Tonga. The Secretary General of the Pacific Islands Forum, Mr. Baron Waka, was one of the special guests at the meeting. Known as the Premier Defense Ministerial Dialogue for the South Pacific, the SPDM meeting emphasizes on improving cooperation and identifying strategies to better address security challenges in the Pacific. Key discussions outlined through the meeting include capitalizing on technologies and collective action, maritime security, training and academic network, people-to-people links, and coordinating with regional architecture. The members pledged to supporting the joint approach to addressing disasters caused by climate change, meet the demand for an effective humanitarian assistance and disaster relief response, and address the non-traditional maritime security threats. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Department of Justice and Attorney General is inviting law schools within NCD to attend the Pacific Islands Officers Network Conference set to commence tomorrow.
Deputy Secretary for the Department of Justice and Attorney General Josephine Pitmore explained they are setting up booths which schools are free to participate.
We are also inviting students, those intending to pursue careers in the legal field, or to by camp. So people like from the Legal Training Institute, from UPNG Law School, even the secondary schools around Mosby, just to come. We are opening up for booths, so bakana looking, what the law is about, the different areas of justice administration.
The Deputy Secretary added that this will showcase the conference and give clear understanding of the justice sector.
So while they're in school, they can think about, not just ending up in the courtroom, court as all, because most people think that becoming a lawyer, you only, go to court. There's actually more exciting part than just appearing in court. So that's what we're promoting in this gathering, to encourage students to participate in looking what we're doing, offering down there at the APEC House.
The other 15 law agencies in the justice sector in Papua New Guinea are also part of this conference.
Public Solicitor, Public Prosecutor, Solicitor General, State Solicitor, Law Reform Commission, and the National Judicial Staff Services, Magisterial Services, they are all part of the law and justice sector. Ombudsman Commission, ICAC, so we are opening up to all these 15 agencies. In fact, MIPLA host team, all these, not 15, but especially the law officers, and MIPLA host team, so we are taking different parts in the program. So it's not just Department of Justice, it's actually the FASEM, this law and justice sector as a whole.
Secretary Pitmore said police are engaged to provide security during the meeting in Port Moresby.
Police are coming on board to assist in terms of security because they are part of the law and justice sector team. And of course, they're supporting us fully in this program. So it's an event that promotes unity in the sector because that's what we want to show. We do not work in isolation. Justice Department, MET, we just work as a team. So when one national events happen, we all come in together and support one way or another. So.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Stay depend on you.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
At BSP, we are committed to helping all Papua New Guineans achieve prosperity. So as our nation celebrates 50 years of independence, we are giving back. Over the next year, BSP will commit 2.5 million kina to our employee-driven initiative 50-4-50 Giving Back to help 50 communities across our country, leaving a legacy in education, health, youth empowerment, and sustainable living. Together, we will build a better nation.
Telecom is offering 2 phones at one price. This is the Telecom 121 and Telecom A551, bundled at the price of 199 kina. T121 phone features include 4G compatibility and camera, while the A551 phone features dual SIM and an AF camera. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk today to grab that pair-perfect phone deal.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80-meter television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high antenna load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, contact us today. EMTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National EMTV News. A new Australian-funded initiative is using the power of storytelling to promote peace amongst Papua New Guineans.
Stories written and illustrated by Papua New Guineans will be shared among children and adults to spark conversations about peace, making better choices and building more safer and respectful communities. Using the funding under the Australian Papua New Guinea Law and Justice Partnership, the Asia Foundation is producing a series of locally inspired books that encourage peaceful conflict resolutions and challenge harmful social norms that encourage violence. The Let's Read for Peace and Justice project will produce and distribute nearly 7,000 story books in Tok Pisin, Motu, and English, making them accessible to a wide range of communities. Beyond publishing these books, the Asia Foundation will organize interactive reading sessions in schools, community centers, and churches, where both children and adults can participate. The initiative also featured training workshops for local authors, illustrators, and educators, helping to build skills for ongoing community-driven storytelling. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Senior stateswoman Dame Meg Taylor says Papua New Guinea needs women who are respectful, well-educated, and capable of providing strong leadership for the nation's progress.
Leading advocate for women empowerment in PNG and Pacific, Dame Meg Taylor spoke about the importance of education and women leadership during the recent PNG Australia Alumni Awards dinner in Port Moresby.
We need accountability in all that we do in leadership, as influencers and as negotiators. We need strong education where respect for women for each other and for family is taught from home to school and to life in general. We need hope and we need to aspire to be like other countries.
Dame Taylor raised concerns regarding decline of women leadership in the government today.
There's so much emphasis on politics, elections and government. We now see a decline in the leadership of women in government. Gender parity in the Pacific is the lowest in the world when it comes to political representation, and some countries have no female representation at all.
Dame Taylor said she observed a lack of confidence in women's leadership in government. However, more women are emerging in corporate roles. She concluded that Papua New Guinea needs to be inspired by the progress of other countries. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Polling officials in the 3 rural local level governments in Jimmy District, Jiwaka Province, urged their leaders to assist them to conduct a successful election without delay.
Assistant Returning Officer for Call LLG Paulus Carr says with the district's geographical challenges, they need a chopper to transport the ballot boxes and polling officials to the location to conduct the LLG election.
Like him, Governor Blumla Simon Kaiwi can come on, member Blumla Jimmy Minister Blong Civil Aviation Wakigoi can come in helping Mibla Sambla logistic where Mibla shortfall long and kind of some transport box carry.
He says despite funding constraint, they want their leaders to assist them.
Ronnie Melody election Mibla give training long triple allergy call roll Poinambe roll na Talbuga roll.
Jimmy District has a total of 122 ward council areas in 3 LLGs. A total of 246 polling officials are engaged to conduct polling in the 3 LLG in Jimmy District, Jiwaka Province. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary is the first government agency to commence review on the 2019 Gender Equity and Social Inclusion Policy. The review committee is made up of members of the RPNGC, GESI experts and the European Union.
Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary Acting Manager for GESI Stephen Dama outlines that a review of the GESI policy will assist them to achieve organizational goals and vision. He said employees are unique and different and they should not be discriminated of any sort. The GESI policy calls for fair treatment and full participation of all individuals, regardless of their gender, ethnicity, age, disability, or social status. The GESI Review Committee has the responsibility to work on those areas that needs to be addressed and make amendments. Acting Manager for GESI, Mr. Dama, said a second draft will be compiled when consultation process is completed with the provincial police commanders. They are aiming to launch the GESI Policy 2026 early next year with strategic plans to making sure that members of the RPNGC are well informed on the principles and values of the GESI policy. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Truka Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 litres of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
Papua New Guinea is currently facing a polio outbreak. Polio is a very dangerous disease that causes lifelong paralysis, even death. All children under 10 years of age are at high risk. To protect our children, the government of Papua New Guinea is conducting a nationwide polio immunization campaign for all children under 10. This campaign will run from the 13th to the 31st of October in health facilities, schools, or through health teams visiting your community. If you have a child, grandchild, or sibling under 10, it is very important you get them immunized during this campaign, even if they have received polio immunization previously. Immunization is safe, free, and effective.
Please protect me from polio.
Eligible children will also receive vitamin A, deworming tablets, and routine immunization during this campaign. This message is brought to you by the National Department of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and all our partners.
Join us weekly on MTV News A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insights for the latest on politics,
organizations are not performing their duty,
business, health, education, sports, and more. A Closer Look, 7 p.m. Sunday, only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Tukai Sports. The Papua New Guinea Kumuls continue their strong run in the Pacific Championships with a solid win over the Cook Island Aitu.
The PNG Kumuls continued their winning form in the 2025 Pacific Championships with a 40 points to 28 victory over the Cook Islands Aitus. The Kumuls showed confidence and teamwork from the start. In the first half, they led 22 points to 12, controlling the game with fast attacking plays and solid defense. The Cook Islands Aitus fought hard to respond but could not stop the Kumuls' early momentum. In the second half, the Kumuls extended their lead to 28 points with a converted kick, while the Aitus moved up to 16 points. The Cook Islands then pushed back with a try and a kick, closing the score 28 points to 22. PNG Kumuls responded quickly with another try and conversion, increasing their lead 34 points to 22. The Cook Islands refused to give up, scoring again to narrow the score 34 points to 28. With the clock running down, the Kumuls kept their pressure on. Gairo Voro sealed the victory with a final try and conversion, ending the match 40 points to 28. Fans cheered loudly at the Santos National Football Stadium as the PNG Kumuls celebrated their win. The victory showed their skill, teamwork and determination, keeping PNG's hope alive in the 2025 Pacific Championships. Joel Mipari, Tukai Sports.
Meanwhile, PNG Kumuls coach Jason Mitchell shared his thoughts after the team's win over Cook Islands and looks ahead to Fiji next week.
At the Santos National Football Stadium, PNG Kumuls coach Jason Dimitrov described the win over the Cook Islands Aitus as a special moment for the team. He said the players showed great determination, but there is still more work to be done before meeting the Fiji parties next weekend.
I just said to the players, I'm really happy anytime they get to put the jersey on is a special moment, but to win is also a special moment, so we want to enjoy it, but at the same time, we've got to be better. You know, there was the way we end our sets, the field position that we turn the ball over with, just put ourselves under too much pressure at times. And, you know, it's one of those things you speak about our attack and improving it from the PMs, and we did that. But we forgot about the other side of the ball. So
Coach Dimitrov said his message to the boys going into the second half was to stay focused and play with discipline, a message that turned the game around and earned them the win.
In the first 10 minutes, thought the Cookies were struggling a little bit at the back end of that half, and we needed to restart and do that again. And I feel like we did that at the start of the half, but I think we scored, then got a bit loose after that. We just trying to score every time we got down there, and like I said to them, every time we turned the ball over, they were starting from the middle of the field, and that put a lot of pressure on our middle forwards. But yeah, overall, there were some good signs out there, and we'll be better for it next week. But really happy with our debutants.
He also praised the performance of Moria and Gairo Voro, describing the efforts as outstanding. Dimitrov added that Cooper Bai's performance on the field as the youngest was also great, contributing strongly to the team's forwards. PNG Kumuls captain Rhys Martin also gave his assessment of the team's overall performance. He commended the boys for sticking to the game plan and showing strong team spirit throughout the match.
Our sets well. Like Coach said, we didn't build pressure in that second half. We just kept throwing the ball out or coming up with an error in our sets. But I thought they combined really well. Gairo's taken a lot from Lemmy coming in and learning a lot from him, and I'm just happy he had a good game today. It gives him that confidence that he's got his spot in the team today, and he's shown that he's capable of playing this level.
Captain Martin said the upcoming game against the Fiji Batties will be very important, adding that the team needs to focus on improving key areas before the next challenge. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Meanwhile, Cook Islands Itus coach Carmichael Hunt reflected on his team's performance, saying their boys gave their best effort.
Cook Islands Itus coach Carmichael Hunt said the game from his side was disappointing, but the boys gave their best.
Obviously, after a tough loss last week, I couldn't fault their effort and application. Once our week started, and in all honesty, for us, we're bitterly disappointed because we felt we handed that game to the Kumuls. They may be feeling different, but we made too many errors just before half time, put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I think that fatigue started to bite us in the back end of the game. But nevertheless, they didn't give up. Boys didn't give up.
Coach Hunt also noted that the second half the boys made a comeback, but it wasn't what he expected.
Players are good enough now to obviously open you up and score, and we were just turning the ball over too many times coming out of our own end. So that was the first thing that we addressed, and tactically made a bit of a change on how we got out of our own end as well. And thankfully the boys executed, led by our skipper here, and bitterly disappointed.
Hunt noted that the players wore their Cook Islands jersey with pride and showed great heart on the field. Meanwhile, Cook Islands Itus captain KL Iro said he was happy with the team for putting a strong challenge.
Start today, opposite from last week. I think we missed our start, and then this week we got our start. Then just little areas we need to touch up, and we'll start winning games. I think little areas we done just led to their tries, like long range tries, and that kind of the 40 points didn't really show how actually good we were. We were in it the whole game, just one try out. Like Kay said, got hard up over the line, that would have drawn it up. So I'm proud of the boys' efforts, but really disappointed because I wanted to take a win in for it.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of good pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
At BSP, we are committed to helping all Papua New Guineans achieve prosperity. So as our nation celebrates 50 years of independence, we are giving back. Over the next year, BSP will commit 2.5 million kina to our employee-driven initiative 50-4-50 Giving Back to help 50 communities across our country, leaving a legacy in education, health, youth empowerment, and sustainable living. Together, we will build a better nation.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Port Moresby General Hospital is the level 6 tertiary, referral, research and teaching hospital.
Pathology department is also involved.
Port Moresby General Hospital will have its own oncology medical system.
When the country reaches 50 years of political independence, we must be able to do kidney transplant.
So for the next 50 years, anything happens.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. While the Brisbane Broncos met the fans in Port Moresby, Prime Minister James Marape joined the celebration, praising the team and the supporters.
The Brisbane Broncos received a warm welcome from the Papua New Guinea fans during a meet and greet at the Hilton Hotel in Port Moresby. Supporters gathered in large numbers to take photos and meet their rugby league heroes. Prime Minister James Marape joined the event, thanking fans for turning up and applauding the Broncos for their successful season. He praised the team's keeper, Adam Reynolds, for a wonderful season. Marape told fans that in 2028 they must decide Broncos or Chiefs, as fans loudly shouted Broncos in support of their team. He commended both the men's and women's Broncos teams for making their PNG supporters proud, adding that many fans in PNG even traveled to Australia to watch the Brisbane Broncos play live. Prime Minister also mentioned former MP Labi Amayu as one of PNG's longtime Broncos supporters. Marape thanked the Broncos for visiting PNG during its 50th independence anniversary celebrations. He announced that the NRL Premiership trophy would travel first to Tari before heading to Mount Hagen and Goroka. Prime Minister said if the Broncos win again next year, they plan to bring the trophy to Lae, Kokopo, Enga and other provinces in the country. Marape ended by saying rugby league is our number one sport and PNG Broncos fans love the Broncos. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Corporate teams will return to Ella Beach for Season 2 of the NCD Corporate Beach Volleyball Competition, showcasing teamwork, fun and fitness.
Ella Beach in Port Moresby was filled with energy as the NCD Corporate Beach Volleyball Competition Season 2 officially began. The pre-season trial games kicked off on the 18th and 25th of October 2025, bringing together corporate teams for another exciting year of volleyball action. The event, hosted by the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition, is drawing teams and supporters eager for another fun-filled season. Defending their 2025 titles are Stanley Hotel in the women's division, NCDC in the mixed division and Sinif Thews in the men's division. This year's competition features strong participation from corporate houses, including NCDC, Sinif Thews, Stanley Hotel Digicel, Elegant, PMNEC DOE and IRC. Teams showed great spirit during the trial games, with players adapting to the beach conditions and showing impressive coordinations and teamwork. Round 1 yesterday saw competitive matches across all divisions, with teams playing up to 4 games in their respective pools. Every serve and spike was met with cheese as each team aimed to secure early points. Round 2 continues next Saturday, November 1st, leading into the finals and grand finals on November 8th. Excitement is building as teams prepare to battle for the 2025 championship title and corporate pride. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus Weather Report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 liters of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80-meter television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, contact us today. EMTV, your number one to watch.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, oh.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City mostly fine to partly cloudy. Daru partly cloudy to cloudy skies with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerema cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Alotau partly cloudy, Port Monteta partly cloudy with possible brief showers. To the Momasa region, Lae City partly cloudy to cloudy skies with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medang partly cloudy to cloudy skies with possible few showers. Wewak partly cloudy with possible few showers. Vanimo partly cloudy with possible few showers. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. Kevin, cloudy periods with some rain showers and thunderstorms. Kokop and Rabaul, partly cloudy with possible brief showers. Kimbe, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Buka, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Barnes and Kondiawa, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Looking at the small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwa Islands to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Island, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 3 meters along Hood Point to Samarai Island. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 3 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finchafen, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Finchafen through VTS Strait to CSC Long Island to Medang, seas 2 to 3 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 1 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of New Britain Island, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2 to 2.5 meters at times. Looking at the ocean forecasts, coral seas, seas moderate to rough, east to northeasterly winds, 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots at times. Solomon seas, seas slight to moderate, east to southeasterly winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck seas, seas slight to moderate, southeasterly winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas moderate, east to northeasterly winds of 15 to 20 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 26th of October, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.